shit, one thing it's famous for is being unnecessary reckless. So here's a stupid ladder spot on the Indies. Why not? I mean, for a hot dog and a hand job, why wouldn't you dive out of the ring onto a ladder face first? Seems like it's worth it, huh? Someone, like, no joke, somebody's going to die when somebody cracked her head open. Sean Beatty did, yeah, he did try to do, like, somersault bullshit. He fell, like, straight on his fucking on his head and just cracked his fucking skull. And the trainer was like, he has heart, determination, and character. Something that a lot of wrestlers nowadays do not have. He's just a stupid kid. Stupid fucking kid. And that trainer's a reckless piece of shit. Definitely has no question about it. But there's reckless pieces of shit in every single country out there, even Mexico, where they have midget gorillas brawling. CMLL, that's real wrestling, huh? Yeah, Teletubby Lucha matches, fuck yeah. More of those. Ratings. That would be... Replace Monday Night Raw with that, you'd be getting ratings. I promise you. Well, I mean, just look at the fact that the Midget Wrestling League at one time, when it was on, was doing better numbers than Rampage and Collision. Yep. So you're not far off about that. People love the spectacle. The fucking Midget Wrestling League did better numbers than fucking AEW. I figure. I mean, yeah, AEW is midget wrestling, but you know, hey, why would you want fucking fake shitty midget wrestling? You can get good midget wrestling that's not AEW. Like you're gonna choose the not AEW option every fucking time. Well, at least the Midget Wrestling League had actual characters with personality and charisma. It wasn't a bunch of boring fucks doing flip work rate bullshit for no reason. There was purpose to it, you know? It had reason. But on the Outlaw Mudshit circuit, there's not a whole lot of reason. Such as the case with Jake Hager, who was recently kicked off a Blitzkrieg Pro show for just getting drunk and going on Twitter on election night. And we'll show you later with Modern Wrestlers remarks. But yeah, Jake had a fun time, a real fun time, and went and deleted his tweets. But Blitzkrieg Pro, they saw those deleted tweets and they're like, yeah, we got to get this guy off right away because he's a bad Trump supporter. So fucking Blitzkrieg Pro. I've literally never even heard of them. So, you know, again, no harm, no foul, you know? Yeah, pretty much. So there's some very awful Kane variations out there. We're going to show you one here in a bit. I didn't know how many crappy outlaw mud shit Kane variations there are. A fan of ours brought it to my attention. So they have blue pain, candy cane, cocaine, red pain, red cane, sugar cane, two canes, and we was Kane's main. There's too many canes. You need to put a fucking just a stop on all these canes. It's too much. But one of those, I kind of disagree. More canes, damn it. We need more canes. Get creative. Well, recently there was one of those canes went and did something on the Outlaw Mudshit circuit that got a lot of attention.
Add the H back in. Nope, he's out of it. Big throat there, Spike Cocaine. He's reaching for something. Cocaine has, he's got a baggie. It's an 8-ball. He's got an 8-ball. And Cocaine goes fucking crazy. Cocaine is fired up, brother. Coke slam to the depths of hell.
Damn it. That's why I love the Insane Clown Posse.
JCW.
JCW, they give a shit like that. They've been putting on shows recently. Yeah, JCW's been doing. They did one in Alabama. They did one. This last one they did. They have it on YouTube. You go check it out. JCW Juggalo Championship Wrestling. But yeah, they're doing crazy shit like this. But yeah, just like go crazy with the canes. Like more canes. Like walking cane, Citizen cane, candy cane. Like go crazy with it.
And there's so much room for it, especially on the Indies when you can go full on stupid. Might as well, man.
And that's the thing. On the indies, you can act the fool. It's encouraged. But in WWE, there's two people that act the fool all the time. We're talking about Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. So it's time for Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins act the fool. We're going to start out with Seth appearing in the new Captain America movie. And they don't even show his face. Such a big star. Huge cameo. That right there tells you that this guy's not going to be casting any more Marvel movies. They wouldn't even show his ugly ass face on camera. They're like, all right, just have this guy in for fucking 10 seconds, walk him with the gun, and then take him out. So he's in basically a cameo role. big superstar Seth Rollins. Fucking dork. They take what they can get, but Seth was recently doing an interview, and he was talking about Brock Lesnar, and he said he thinks of things in our industry in such a simple way. It's like a beautiful simplicity to a psychology. I really hope Brock hears that and approaches you. So you think I'm simple, huh? You know what's real simple? A crossbow, huh? Right up to your head and an arrow going right through it. How's that sound? God, what a fucking dork. Who speaks like that? A gay nerd named Seth Rollins, that's who. Yes, absolutely. 100%. So, also in this interview, he says him breaking up the Shield changed pro wrestling forever. I don't know if the business is where it's at today without that moment. What would have happened without that moment is it would have been Roman eventually getting a singles push, you and Dean being a fucking jobber tag team, and that's it. That's where it was going anyways. Like, that's where it was going anyways. Right. No, he's thinking that he's a catalyst in some fucking just ultimate world-breaking achievement here. No, dude, no. Trust me, life would have gone on even without a Shield breakup. But Seth was also saying, on his retirement, I'm certainly closer to the end than the beginning. Well, yeah, because this is what you get for banging the fuck out of your body. And here's a guy who really, he had somewhat of an indie career in ROH, like maybe 5 years or so, before he got in the FCW program. So most of the damage he's done on his body has been here in WWE. Good. You know, and it's, with the shit that he does in the ring, yes, you're going to get fucked up. Yes, it's going to accumulate over time. A lot of these wrestlers, they don't care. They think that, I'm 25, I'm invincible. No, motherfucker, that's going to accumulate over time. You're going to feel it when you're 35. When you're 35, you're going to fucking feel it. When you're 45, you're going to be in fucking indescribable pain. You think Mick Foley's in pain? Holy, I can't even imagine what Seth Rollins is going to be like 10 years from now, pain-wise. I mean, yeah, you hear the stories of people like Sabu, Mick Foley, Kurt Angle, who talked about, like, the pain cocktails that they have to have. And how it takes them like 30 minutes to an hour just to get up out of bed. And you're thinking, no, there's no way that these guys, like Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, they're not going to be in the same physical aspect that Sabu, Mick are at right now. They might be worse. Who knows? They're doing it like so much damage over and over and over. Especially with how acrobatic things are now. Putting more stress on the body. Yeah, it's beating them the fuck up, and Seth is realizing this, much like the same realization that work rate machines like Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay came to. You can't do this forever. Nope. And that's the thing too, is like, even they came to that realization. Even Kenny Omega, flippy flop jobber extraordinaire from New Japan, even he came to that conclusion. Even he admitted it. It's not just two people with a wrestling podcast saying things that have never been in the business. It's Kenny Omega saying this shit. It's not just our opinion. They agree with us. Absolutely. I mean, it's... You gotta see that when these wrestlers are talking about how bad the business can be in your body and you really have to safeguard yourself, when you see guys like that, Kenny Omega saying that, you would hope that the rest of the industry takes a look at them and, like, you know what, well, they know what they're talking about. They competed over in New Japan. They've been up and down the indies. They beat the fuck out of their bodies. Maybe I should listen to them. But no, every single one of these idiots thinks that they're bulletproof and that, I'm tougher than him. No, you're not. So, Seth, yeah, he's just one of those people who's finally looking at a way out. Can't blame him. Even Becky, she's looking for a way out too.
So Seth says Becky wasn't a fan of the empty arena shows. Becky was like, I don't want to do this for however long we're going to be doing this. And we talked about having a kid. That was the perfect time. So you got to look at it. Becky saw that the industry was really tuning down. She wasn't being viewed in the same aspect. They weren't paying her what she wanted. So she's like, all right, fuck it. You pay me what I want, and maybe I'll return. That's what it became.
It very well could be that. I mean, it could be, or it could be,
Oh no, there's
time off to go. Oh no, go ahead.
There's no war. Former WWE commentator said Jonathan Coachman claimed that Becky Lynch asked for a $2 million salary from WWE, but they declined. Hence, she quit WWE. On the latest episode of the Backstage Pass, Coachman said Roman is at that 15 to 20 million mark, and TKO doesn't want to pay anybody. And then you got Cody Rhodes, who's making 10 to 15 reportedly. Then Seth, who is her better half, he's reportedly in that 3 to 7 million range. So reportedly, she was asking for over $2 million a year. They didn't do it. If they paid her, she'd be on the show, and they're desperate for females right now. So, who knows? Maybe they might work a deal with her for Rumble or Mania. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Maybe like a very limited deal, but wow. Like the fact that they're not. Look, she's not as valuable as Roman or Cody. I hate to Cody's a jobber in my opinion, but he's more valuable than her. Becky is just not worth what, 10 million a fucking year? No.
Not even close. But yeah, Seth, he's full of delusion, and he recently on this interview that I showed you was talking about how it was like when him and Becky first got in the shower. And here's what happened.
Her coming out of the shower in the hotel room the first time we got together.
Yeah.
So I was
set up on
I was shooting my shot ahead of time. I was talking a big game, trying to make things a little more romantic between the two of us. I was over the platonic stuff. I was like, all right, let's get down to business. We also had been single kind of at the same time, really. And so I turned up my flirting game, but I hadn't seen her a lot, so I'd been, texting and, talking and that sort of stuff. And sure enough, it was one of these deals where we finally got in the same room and the moment was there, and she she comes out of the shower with a towel and, kind of gave me the, what's happening? Put up or shut up. Put up or shut up. But I was not expecting that. It's not her personality type really at all. So I was like, oh, all right. This is it. We're for real here. This is a real deal. Yeah. So she represented the book. I think that's what
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that. Was it the architect, the visionary, or who let a naysayer know that day?
Oh God, that day. That was for me. Yeah, that was for me. You know what I'm saying?
That was the dude from Iowa. That was from Iowa. That was his day.
Yeah, that was my day, man. That was good. I'd have to let nobody know that one.
Hey, fellas.
What they don't talk about is the 5 minutes of her laughing at his tiny baby dick before she bent him over and went to work. That's what he didn't mention.
Well, I can understand why you wouldn't mention that, but it's what happened. It's the facts.
It's the facts. It's right there. We could show you the picture of these two doing certain things, but we won't. Leave it up to your imagination. So it is time for some modern wrestlers are marks. They are. So for this, we're gonna start it out with Triple H, of course. And Triple H was saying, Greetings at the champ Alex Pereira at SmackDown last night in Buffalo. Excited for what's to come in your career and can't wait to see your next title and defense. He talked to the camera guy ahead of time and was like, alright, get down low. No, lower. No, I want you to lay down on the ground. Bring the camera up. I want you to make me look as tall as possible. Wait, let me go get my heels. Alright. How do I look now? You look tall, sir. That's right.
I'm just imagining as I'm looking at this picture, Alex Pereira takes that fist and just bam! Right in his fucking big nose.
Not very often do you find things as big as Triple H's nose. Alex Pereira's hand will give it a run for its money.
Yes. Boom. Right to the fucking nose. Boom.
It's perfect uppercut slot, just boom. right up that fucking schnoz.
It's like it's on the trajectory too. It's like it's almost there. Just
Yes.
2 feet, 2.5 feet to the right. Boom. There you go. Let him know.
Fantastic. It's what the world needs to heal, damn it. But Shawn Michaels, if you thought that it was just Triple H doing this mark shit over in NXT, no, Shawn's down with it too. He said, I'm excited to welcome Noah GHC wrestler Noah Yoshiki to NXT. This hard-hitting young man is going to be a problem for anyone he steps in the ring with. He looks like he's 43. What are you talking about?
I know, right?
I look forward to growing NXT's partnership with Noah Global in the future. So this is where they're going. They're going full-on fucking international indie IWC Mark Smart bullshit.
Yeah, like they need to just light NXT on fire, just burn that shit down and start from scratch. Like this is when you're bringing in guys like this. Just fucking shut NXT down at this point. What's the point of NXT? The point of NXT is to be building up new talent, the future of the company. Well, this guy's like 45.
Didn't we learn our lesson with Hideo Itami? Didn't we learn our lesson with Kushida? And those guys have more charisma than this motherfucker.
I know. It's like they didn't learn. It's like try it again. Didn't work. Try it. They're literally insane. This is the definition of insanity. The shit, like they do this shit, it doesn't work. They do it again, it still doesn't work. They try it again, it doesn't work, and they just keep doing it over and over again.
Well, not only that, but it's going to be a hard habit for a lot of these strong style wrestlers that they're bringing over from Japan and Europe to break because they're used to going 150 miles per hour. They don't give a fuck. They'll go hard in matches and expect the American wrestlers to take it. These NXT Nickelodeon wrestlers, they're not used to doing that shit. They'll get hurt. You're going to see a lot of people get hurt if they start bringing in more strong style.
Well, yeah, because they're not training the safe WWE way of doing things. They know the indie New Japan strong style way of doing things, which results in injuries. It will. You're going to see, like what you said, you're going to see a spike in the injuries in NXT's roster. It's just going to happen.
So fucking stupid, man. You think they would learn, but they don't. But you got to look at who they have backstage, because even if you take Triple H out, you still got some mark-ass producers and agents working for him. One of them is Hurricane, who said, how it started versus. So this is what happens when you take a Jabberwocky and